Okay, so up until now, all the clients that we're using in our chat application are the ones that are connected through the terminal using Telnet. Okay, but a typical chat application that we want to build is one that's communicated using the browser and the server. So the first thing that we need to do is let's modify our server.php file a little bit. So this regular way of instantiating chat and passing it as a parameter of factory will not do, because we need to instantiate another class which is HTTP server and WS server. So what we need to do is let's import those first. Let's do ratchet, use ratchet, and then backslash HTTP, since we want to communicate with the browser. So of course we have to deal with HTTP. So let's do HTTP server, and next let's import another class. So use ratchet backslash Websocket, since we'll be using Websocket on the server and the client as well. So we need to import that server. So now here, instead of doing new chat, what we need to do is we need to say new HTTP server. We'll be making use of chat, but it's going to be as other dependencies. So let's do a comma here, and then inside of new HTTP server, let's do new WS server. So that's going to have to be new, and inside of WS server, let's do a new chat. Okay, but that's the modification that we need to do for server. And next, in order to show something in our browser, let's create an index.php file. So just come over here in your base chat application folder and do index.php. So I'm going to paste in a quick snippet because I don't want you to watch me type. So I've created a boilerplate chat form here, which we'll be using to send application chat messages from our client, which is the browser in this case, to our server. So I'll just take you quickly through setup I've done here. So I've just linked to the CSS Bootstrap, which I highlighted at the beginning of the course. I just linked to it at the top here, and at the bottom I haven't yet linked to any of the source files which are in the JS folder here, because we are not making use of them for now. In later videos we'll link to them. But as you can see, the first thing that we're doing is we're instantiating a new WebSocket. So this is available in the browser natively, this WebSocket class here. And what we're saying is we're connecting to this here. So WS / localhost and port 8080. So connection on open is an event which will fire anytime this connection is connected. Okay. When you do new WebSocket and pass it a URL, it's going to connect, and after it connects, it will run anything inside this function. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a console.log of connection established, and then we're going to say connection.send message test from a browser client. What that will do is it's going to send the message here like we've been doing from Telnet. Okay. So finally, what's going to happen is connection done on message also does the reverse. So the server in this case can send connection connect all the connected clients a message like we're doing inside of our server.php, sorry, our chat class here. So anytime a client sends a message using Telnet, what we're doing is we're looping through here and we're doing client.send. So this client.send here is what will be received by this function here. Okay, so without further ado, let's boot up that in our browser and see what we have. Okay, so I'm gonna come here and do a refresh. Since we have an index.php file now, we won't see this list here. We're gonna see that chat application form here. Okay, so the setup for HTML in the middle part here is pretty basic. I'm just using a Bootstrap container and a row, and then I'm just doing some Bootstrap related column things here. So that's all available on the Twitter Bootstrap website here. If you're not sure what all those classes mean, just go ahead and have a quick look at that. This is the basic h2 element, and h3 here just says that where the messages are, and this UL here is where all the messages are going to be listed in once we have started receiving messages from the browser. And this is just a basic form here. So we're not going to be using the form in this video, but I just wanted to show you that anytime the client connects, it automatically says new connection. And if we have a look at the console here in our application, in there is going to do as I said, anytime the client connects, it's going to do console.log connection established, and it's going to send a message from the client to the server. Okay, well, I'll show you that that's working in a moment. So when I refresh, As you can see, we are being shown connection established. And okay, so that brings us to the end of this tutorial video, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers, bye bye.